Hello, everyone. I have Adrienne with me. Of course, she's one of my winners and one of our success stories. Adrienne actually won last year, and
Mhm.
she is now working on putting together a model for her own manufacturing company. And
Mhm.
she's one of my superstars. She made me not leave her until she won. And you know, I remember that, right? I was like, where is she? She told me don't leave her. Now she can't leave me. So, Adrienne, I know you have to go. We just did a session, you guys, a brainstorming session about her vision and what she's planning for the future. But Adrienne's situation is a little bit different because she took the product knowledge. She's actually in my DLA course and also the Bid to Win course, right? So
Huh?
she took everything that she learned from both and she won on the sam.gov side.
Mhm.
She was doing products. So you actually did products right out the gate, as opposed to doing the DLA right out the gate. Because the DLA
Yes,
wasn't quite connecting at first, right? But you were
correct.
learning. So what do you feel about both? You can use what you learned on both sides to win and continue to win. But what do you feel about the DLA side? And what do you feel about the service side?
I
Like they were
service
different.
side, they are very different. Service side is still my favorite.
It's your favorite.
It's still my favorite. DLA is faster and quicker. DLA, you feels like it's just kind of like going like this. Service side is a little bit is slower. It's a slower pace area. That's what
Yes.
it feels
And
like
you
for me.
learn how to do the proposal because that's what the bid to win was. That was, and we call it the service side, but it's the sam.gov side. You're
Yeah.
just winning whether it's services or products. And
Yeah.
so she found an agency to work with. You actually won two.
Mhm.
Were they back to back?
You know what? It was actually it was one. It was with the heaters. It was during November, December, and it was with the heaters. And did you see my picture that I sent you that I had to deliver those products myself and I had to put them in my car?
You kind of had experiences like I did. Adrienne was she was determined in the beginning. You really were. You were focused. Now, how did you manage your time? Because you have another business, you do other things. How did you manage your time? Because you were doing proposals.
hmm I had to do it in the evenings, like when I finished my job. You have to be very disciplined. This is not something that you can just put to the side.
That's
You
right.
have to, um, commit to sometimes 3 to 4 hours in the evening to doing
Mhm.
this. And so I just
Well,
had to learn discipline.
I remember you doing a lot of research.
It is a lot of research. It's
And
still a
then
lot of research.
yeah, you spend a lot of time also, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, reading the solicitations too, though.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
And what made you feel like okay, I found my niche?
Well, I think I'm still going through that, still trying to find my niche. The Bid to Win course took me right through how to complete the solicitation and how to read it. It took me literally step by step. So
Mhm.
even though I kind of was flip-flopping back and forth, when I realized that this was the agency I was going to go with, I just kind of went back to that course and it walked me through step by step to completing the proposal because it was a very manual process. Like for a DLA, you go through a system.
Right.
Well, with
It's
the
faster.
sam.gov, yeah, it's way
Once
faster.
you find your product and you find
Mhm.
the supplier, manufacturer, distributor, you can just go in and bid. So step three is very
Exactly.
easy. But with bid to win and with the service type or on the service side, I should say on the sam.gov side, you have an actual proposal that you have to do.
Yeah, everything is. I even had to mail it to them.
Yeah, now that was different. That was because of the agency that you're working with.
Mhm,
That was very
mhm,
different. So you did the heaters, and what else did you?
mhm. The heaters were the only one. I have submitted so many others that I didn't win, but I shouldn't do this, but I've been sticking to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and
Yeah,
I've
I
been
love
kind of
that.
stuck
No, you
there.
should because people ain't gonna do nothing about it. You're not gonna have no competition. But it is, and so you are also a good example of how you can do federal and because that's what I'm encouraging people to do. I have a lot of people living on the federal side. I used to be very annoyed by the state level, but now I'm not anymore because COVID has changed a lot. They lost the states, including in my state, lost a lot of small businesses. now is a good time to, if you're afraid of federal, to start at the state level and then
Mhm.
do the federal level and keep going from there. But you did a really good job. I know you have to go. I've been dying to interview Adrienne. She was supposed to be interviewed last year. And
Michelle, let me tell you this. One last thing. I had an issue with my product because it was heaters, and so there was other pieces that went to the
I
heaters.
remember that.
Well, what ended up happening was it was bad weather and a certain part couldn't get delivered. Well, I had to go to 10 Home Depots near my house,
You
get these.
physically went, I think I remember you writing to me telling me that. Yes. And what did you have to do?
I had to get these big old pipes, and I don't have a truck. I had to put 16 big pipes in my car and drive them to that prison. And I took them there, and they
For
accepted
you, and they accepted them because, and see, you are probably new blood for them. And if
them.
that's your forte, I know we have a lot of other plans, things that you're going to do. If that's your forte, stick with it when it's working, because you know what that feels like. And you
Yeah.
know you can do that system at a state and federal level
Yeah.
consistently. And they need so much. So this was great. But thank you,
Yeah.
Adrienne, for
Thank
sharing.
you.
And we will see you again. Adrienne is in my mastermind. That's where the winners are. She's in the mastermind program and she's ready for her vision. She's going to be manufacturing soon.
Yes.
Guys, we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you, Adrienne. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye, Michelle.